Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Master Mojo Ash. In this video I will show you top 10 times Deku earned the respect of pro heroes. My Hero Academia's Deku is training to become a hero, and he's already made quite an impression on a few pro heroes. Deku's zeal for hero culture forms the groundwork for My Hero Academia, and his metamorphosis from quirkless outcast to one of the strongest characters in the world is predicated on the desire to save those who cannot save themselves. Deku embodies the concept of heroism in every respect, a feature that his allies admire greatly. During the course of the anime, Deku's audacious exploits reveal his unyielding confidence in his own limits, and how far they can be pushed without breaking. His feats rarely go unnoticed, especially by pro heroes, who are finally starting to acknowledge the boy's potential as All Might's replacement. Warning: major spoilers ahead. Be sure to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Let's start the video. Number 10. Deku tries to pull Bakugo. Deku tries to pull Bakugo out of the sludge villain with his bare hands. Upon seeing Bakugo in danger, Deku runs to him without thinking, without a plan, banking entirely on his courage and hope to win the day. He does, but only because his noble action stokes All Might's fading self-confidence, forcing the number one hero to face his insecurities and save both Deku and Bakugo. The watching public is awed by the sheer guts exhibited by this quirkless boy, as are pro heroes Backdraft, Death Arms, and Camry Woods. Although the latter two admonish Deku for his recklessness, there is a hint of respect in their words. Number 9. He transfers One for All into his index finger. He transfers One for All into his index finger to preserve his bodily integrity. Aizawa orders Class 1A to go through 8 tests to prove their value in the UA program, which flusters Deku because he isn't able to use One for All without injuring himself severely. However, when Eraserhead states that the lowest scoring student would be expelled from the group, Deku has no choice but to figure out a way around his drawback. Instead of powering his entire arm up, he concentrates the quirk in his right index finger to pitch a ball as far as he can. Aizawa is more than pleased at Deku's rapid adjustment to new situations. Number 8. Deku earns a record 60 rescue points. Deku earns a record 60 rescue points at the UA entrance exam. Deku fails to get a single combat point in the UA entrance exam, wasting his last minute destroying a 0-point robot and consequently saving Okako Uraraka from being crushed. She returns the favor by slowing his fall, and later requests Present Mick to share her score with Deku. The teacher explains that scores cannot be transferred for any reason, a fact that makes no difference to the outcome because Deku impresses the teachers with his heroism enough to earn 60 rescue points. Number 7. He figures out full Cowl after a single day of training. Gran Torino is the only hero interested in having Deku as an intern, as everyone else is terrified by the boy's lack of self-control at the UA Sports Festival. The old man is no slouch, keeping his pupil on his toes and knocking him around the room at breakneck speed. Deku finally realizes, while microwaving taiyaki, that he needs to disperse One for All evenly through his anatomy. A shield of green electricity manifests around him, drawing some rare praise from Gran Torino. Number 6. Deku defeats All Might during a major practical exam. For their practical exam, the UA administration pairs Bakugo with Deku and pits the boys against All Might, presumably after being persuaded by the pro hero. Most of the fight has the older man taking the upper hand, but the kids develop some rather interesting strategies on the fly. Bakugo eventually manages to give Deku an opening to cross the escape gateway, but the latter returns to smash his idol's face and carry Bakugo with him, despite knowing the risks. All Might sheds yet another happy tear, proud of how far Deku has come. Number 5. He makes short work of Muscular for the second time.
Deku quits UA and goes into hiding from All for One, while simultaneously trying to track down the League of Villains without getting his friends in harm's way. One of his new quirks, Danger Sense, leads him to the scene of a devastating battle between Yoshindo and Muscular, who had recently broken out of prison. Deku tries to pry information out of his opponent, but Muscular claims that he cares about violence and destruction and nothing else. Before the villain can react, however, Deku lands a massive blow on his abdomen, rendering Muscular unconscious. Number 4. Deku splits his quirk with Bakugo. 9 proves himself to be more than a match against the combined strengths of One for All and Explosion, prompting the pair to come up with alternative tactics. Nothing seems to affect the multi-quirked villain, leaving Deku with a single viable option, to transfer his quirk to Bakugo as All Might once did for him. Together, they pull off a spectacular victory, just in time for the pro heroes to start rescue operations. Deku is upset at having forsaken One for All, but All Might knows that the quirk will never leave him. Number 3. He single-handedly protects several allies with Blackwhip and Float. Deku takes on Tamura Shigaraki, whose quirk reaches terrifying new levels in the Paranormal Liberation War arc. The villain activates his decay, destroying everything he is in direct or indirect contact with. However, it doesn't extend to the atmosphere, possibly because it's impossible to reduce a state of matter that already exists in the form of molecules. Deku uses this to his advantage, latches onto Endeavor, Eraserhead, Bakugo, Shido, Gran Torino, and several others with Blackwhip, and triggers Float to stay out of DK's range. Number 2. Deku tries to justify Gentle Criminal's actions for La Brava's sake. Gentle Criminal is defeated, but his sidekick, La Brava, is inconsolable. She insists that Deku allow them both to escape, but the pro heroes Ectoplasm and Hound Dog arrive right before anything else can take place. Deku understands why Gentle planned to invade UA, which is why he pretends that the fight between them was nothing more than a little disagreement. Deku's decision ensures that La Brava, at the very least, will not be punished for her involvement in Gentle Criminal's scheme. Number 1. He overcomes Sir Nightaye's seemingly immutable vision of the future. Sir Nighteye's quirk, Foresight, is so accurate that he exclusively relies on its determinations. He has never been proven wrong until he observes Deku and Deary join their powers and effortlessly smash Onslaught into the ground, ultimately defeating the villain. Nighteye acknowledges that Deku actually managed to overcome his vision of the future, bringing All Might's old sidekick to the realization that there is, indeed, only one person worthy and capable of wielding One for All.